it's been great to have you guys joining us or maybe watching after and, following through. And I hope that you're able to kind of think about it, maybe reflect about it, and how you can maybe just challenge yourself, challenge your life a little bit about how you can speed up. And today we are moving on. We did a bit of a launching of the theme last week, and today we are moving on. And now we are going deeper into how, we can link speed and focus, right? So these two words, speed and focus, and so the theme or the topic, the subtopic of today was about getting fast and focused, and just I want to go a bit back to the whole theme about speed and what it means, right? So I went and looked into what speed really means, and why, how it relates to being fast. And I got a bit of some meaning to that. When you talk about speed is about, it's the rate at which something or someone moves or operates. All right, so think about that. It's the rate at which something moves or operates, something or someone. So now then we talked about speed, and then we linked that to being fast, right? So fast is basically, it's about high speed. When you apply high speed, then you're being fast. So when we talk about speed, we want to be, want to have a high speed. But now I want us to think further about speed and how, most of us nowadays, it's a fast world, right? Everything is fast, yeah. And you don't want to, stand in a long queue for so long. You don't want to be put on hold for so long. You just want to get what you want. The rate at which something, moves, the rate at which you want results is quite fast, right? So you don't want to cook the whole food you want to get. Fast food. You don't want to walk. You want to take, quick transport. So it's all about fast, right? So now I want us to think about, is it just about, when you talk about speed, and it's February, it's a month of, speed. How can we achieve more, faster, and smarter? So is it about just, what does speed mean to us, right? So should it be just about how you can do something quickly? Should that be all to that? And we thought we need to think a bit more about that, right? So thank you, Kevin. I'm seeing Pastori and Windra joining in. Thank you, everyone. So we're talking about speed, and today we are getting more into how we can link being fast and focus. How we can be fast while we're being focused. So we're just linking the two, right? And it will be nice to kind of share your thoughts around it. And as I am talking, I'm just steering discussions, and hope you guys will pop in and contribute something within the time that we have. Okay, so good to have you guys, good to have you. So I was just talking about how relating speed, and how it should not just be about doing things fast, because sometimes, because we're so focused about being fast, we kind of remove the humanity element, right? We don't care who is in front of us, right? So you just want to get it, you want to get forward, you want to do it faster. But that should not be all about it, even if you don't have so much, you need to be considerate, you need to be mindful. And so at the same time, there could be things that could stop you from achieving. Oh, Commander, okay. So that, okay. Thanks, Commander, for joining in. That's good to read from you. All right, okay. So let's engage, guys. I'm just steering this, and yeah, it would be nice to hear from you. So, all right. So I'm just thinking about how we can link, speed and focus, right? And how we can be fast, but in a very meaningful way. And last week when we talked about being fast, it depends on your definition of, how fast are you, depending on your tasks, depending on your race. And we said, think about life as a race. It could be a marathon or a sprint. So, looking at your tasks, what it demands and what you can do. So what things in your life require speed like the marathon speed like, and what things require sprint like speed. And so that's very important to kind of help you or guide you. And so while we are so trying to really, speed up, how do we capture in the aspect of focus? So think about it. If you're a driver, if you have ever, driven a car, or you do drive, like it's your daily thing, whenever you're driving, there's speed limits, right? And perhaps you are late, you want to get somewhere, right? So the first thing that will get to you is just to hope that the road is clear enough so that you can speed up and get to where you are, because you're running late, right? And most times you feel like, because you're getting somewhere, you're late, the only thing is about speeding. But then think about it. If you're just driving and you're speeding and you're not focused, right? You're not paying attention to the bumps, you're not paying attention to the cars in front of you, then that could be, tragic, right? So just think about it. If you have things to do, it could not be just, it's just different from driving a car. What if you have tasks to do? You have started your day in the morning, right? You have maybe 10 things to do, and you want to do them fast, right? Because that's what we all want. We want to do them and finish them as quick as you can. Maybe you have to study. So you have like, usually if you're a student, you probably have your milestones, you're studying for a test or something, and you're like, I want to get from this point to that point. You want to do it faster, right? So now think about it. If you're not focused, are you really able to kind of do that in that time that you have set it for yourself? So probably most likely you won't, right? So that's why we really have to think about how we can focus, right? And I believe everyone, not just the sports guys, we talked about the athletes, we talked about, people who are in competitions in sports and games and things like that, they have to focus, right? Because if they don't focus, then high chances are they're going to be distracted, yeah? And we can learn a lot from that. So I would like for us to talk more about focus, right? What does focus mean? And I just kind of, browse through a few of definitions around what focus means. And, I know we know them, right? But I just thought I should read them out to you, right? So focus means center of activity, attraction, or attention, right? So think about it. Think about it. Where is your center of activity, attraction, or attention, right? Because you need that. That's like your drive. So when someone is going for a race, they probably have the center of activity, the center of that destination. Maybe it's that gold medal, right? They want so badly. They're going to the Olympics representing their country. They're the best of the talents. So whatever they're thinking about, probably, their focus is on that gold medal for my country, right? So what about you? Yeah, because that's something that is going to drive you. That's something that is going to be, your guide. That is something that is not going to have you waver. And another definition that I liked was focus is a point of concentration, right? It's the point of concentration. It's where you put your best mind, your focus, your eyes on that, all right? But also when you look about photography, people who are in the photography, who use a lot of cameras and things like that, when they talk about focus, it's that clear vision. It's that point where it's the image is not blurred. You're getting what you want. You're capturing that point, right? So, we say that the camera is on focus, right? So it's a very important to find the focus in your life, right? So that's one thing. And I'd like for you to think about it when you wake up in the day, what can really help you to kind of speed up and channel your energy to do things much faster and in a smarter way. It's just about thinking like, what if I only have one day to live, right? If I only had one day to live, what would that be doing? Probably you would do a lot of maximizing. You would do a lot of focus, right? Also, I think I came across this or something. So just move away from if I had a whole, one day to live. Think about what if my day started whenever you wake up, but it ends at 11 a.m. All right, think about it. What if my day ends at 11 a.m.? All right, if it starts at 8, at 7, whatever, but it has to end at 11 a.m. So how would you speed up? How would you really focus, to make sure that by 11 a.m., your day is accomplished and you've achieved, whatever you have wanted much faster and smarter. Okay, so I think thinking about those things should really stir something in you. So I'm looking at time here. It's gone so fast, and I think I've been doing most of the talking. So let me hear from you guys. What do you think, right? What do you think? And it's more than just having, I know the focus is about your centered attention, right? Center of activity. But I want you to move beyond that. Just don't have, we say begin with the end in mind, right? That's going to be like your focus, right? But then again, I want you to move another step, right? To just more than that, okay? So how are you going to have an undivided attention to get to that end in mind, right? How do you get to that focus, without any, distraction and something like that? So in other words, how are you going to focus in and not be out of focus, right? So those are the things I want you to think about whenever you start your day, whenever you go through this month, and, in despite of every distraction, every noise that happens, first of all, how do you choose your focus, right? How do you choose your focus? And the second thing, how do you make sure that, you keep to it, right? So what are your thoughts around that? And it will be really nice to learn about that, and maybe how do you keep that? How do you maintain your focus as well? So, Francesca, I can see you just joined in. All right, that's nice. So we're talking about speed, and let me see. Okay, time is almost up, but it will be nice to hear from you guys. What do you think about this? And I'll be happy to read from you guys, or just what you have gotten from this, if it makes any sense to you and whether you can resonate with it. Okay. Focus for us involves determination. I'm reading from Kevin's, in the sense that when you encounter setback, determination should carry you along. That's very nice. Thank you so much, Kevin's. Oh, great. All right. So this session is just about, just chatting. We're just chatting around things that can really help us apply more speed, because it's our monthly theme of February, and every month we'll be talking about different themes and just focus on different topics around that theme. And with each month we'll be hosting a session, like a detailed session. So if you want, if you have questions around speed, whether thinking about, am I slow, or can I speed up, or, how do I link my, my speed with productivity, how do you minimize distractions, that kind of limit your focus and maybe slow you down. So if you have issues around that and you want to, achieve more, much faster and smarter, we're gonna have a session at the end of the month. And so the link is already up actually. If you go to our link in bio on Instagram, you will find a link, sign up for the session, and we'll be happy to have you guys on board, and we can have more discussion. We can have more practical tools and strategies on how we can really put this into practice and apply it in our daily lives. So thank you so much, and so good to hear from you and read from you and just feeling your presence around. Till next week, keep safe and stay well. And next week we'll be talking about, what is slowing you down, what is slowing us down, and just going through that and how we can really, pay attention to that, right? So thank you so much.